Reeves Immigration Law Group now brings you immigration law on your side.
Magandang gabi mga kababayan and welcome to another Immigration Law on your side right here at PHLV Radio. We're in the new podcast station of PHLV. This is our news desk. Maraming salamat and Kuya Rex, maraming salamat sa pagpapahiram mo sa inyong news desk right here at PHLV para sa ating Immigration Law on your side. The night before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving everyone. Mainit na naman ang pag-uusapan natin yon. Hindi natin kasama si Attorney Diza, kasama natin si Attorney Eric Welsh, partner at the Reeves Immigration Law Group. Mga kababayan, many people from all over the world seek asylum in the United States. Asylum grants protection against persecution, torture, and even death. And the right to seek asylum is protected by international agreements and federal law. Now, with Donald Trump coming back to the White House next year in January, many expect the current asylum policies and procedures to change radically. So here we are with Eric Welsh, a partner at Reeves Immigration Law Group, to discuss these changes. Magandang gabi sa'yo, Eric. How are you today?
I'm good. Good to see you again. Thank you very much for having me back.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family and everybody out there at Reeves Immigration.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure having you here, Eric. You know, last time that we were here, we were talking about asylum here at Immigration Law on your side, and it's a perfect continuance to our discussion. Give us a backgrounder of what asylum is and why do people need to apply for asylum?
Sure. Yeah. Well, in a nutshell, asylum is an application to seek refuge, to seek safety in a country that's not your own home. So somebody from somewhere else in the world could come to the United States to seek protection. It's protection against persecution, which is harm. So that can be physical harm, mental abuse, torture, death. And it's on account of an immutable characteristic. That's something that someone can't change about themselves, like race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group or political opinion. So if an individual is being harmed or threatened with harm because of one of those characteristics, they might have a basis to seek asylum. Asylum is incredibly valuable relief. It's often the relief of last resort for somebody who can't seek any other way to achieve permanent resident status. And with asylum status, an individual can stay in the country legally, get permission to work, and eventually apply for a green card and citizenship.
That's right. You know, Eric, we just ended a very, very hot election season, and during those times, many promises have been made, many statements have been made by the then candidate, or the former President Donald Trump, and a lot of people are really thinking about what will happen to asylum applications when he takes office in January.
Well, it's a very good question. What I do want to reassure listeners is that asylum's not going to go away. Okay, the right to seek asylum is enshrined in international law. It is enshrined in federal law. So this is something that is protected by very, very firm legal foundation. But where the president does have a lot of control is in dictating policy. So deciding when applications can be submitted, how they will be considered, parameters and standards that can definitely affect an individual's rights. So, for example, we experienced during the first Trump administration a few things that we expect to kind of resurface and maybe be attempted again. For example, in the first Trump administration, the Trump administration tried to add a filing fee to the application. The application has never historically had a filing fee. And there was going to be a filing fee imposed until it was blocked by a court. We don't know if it'll be blocked again, but we do expect that it would be attempted again. And one thing that the Trump administration, just like any administration, can learn from prior court failures is how to do something the right way. We also saw a much higher denial rate of applications that were decided under the Trump administration compared to other administrations. So things like deciding or providing parameters to officers to encourage them to make certain decisions in certain contexts can definitely influence the outcome of the case. So even though we do expect the right to apply for asylum will still exist, that there could definitely be differences in how it's handled.
For those who are eligible to apply for asylum, what would you advise them to do now? As opposed to maybe waiting for like a month or two. Should they do it now?
I think they should do it now. My personal so I should say this is a decision that should be made in consultation with an expert. You should talk to an immigration lawyer about your personal circumstances and the facts of your case if it's a good time to apply. But if you have a viable application for asylum, I absolutely encourage you to file it now, especially if the needs are urgent, the circumstances are urgent. It is possible to expedite an application, so maybe possible to get it fast-tracked. Also, you're just potentially protecting certain interests that may go away in the next administration. They might not go away immediately, so if you get an application going now, perhaps you can secure those interests before they evaporate, or there, as often happens in changes of law, changes will occur prospectively. So if you've got an application underway or a work permit application underway, and even if future applicants may be curtailed, you may still be able to preserve those rights. So this is something where time is of the essence. We right now only have about 2 months and counting until Trump takes office.
How about those who are, the immigrants who have cases? They're in immigration court. They have current asylum cases that are already filed and it's already moving in the process. What would you advise them to do?
Well, for those cases that are in immigration court, this is another arena that we expect to change considerably. We're going to have a new attorney general. We're going to have a new secretary of Homeland Security. There's going to be major policy shifts. So for those applicants who are currently in immigration court, there are a couple of vehicles that are still currently available. One of those being prosecutorial discretion. So prosecutorial discretion gives attorneys and litigants a lot of opportunity to talk to ICE, to talk to the judge about the best way to handle a case. And sometimes that can result in a dismissal. Sometimes that's administrative closure. Sometimes it's just fast tracking a good case. But that's all through the ability to talk to ICE and have a reasonable conversation with the prosecutor. What happened with the first Trump administration and what we expect to happen again is limitations on prosecutorial discretion. Now, that, too, is an area that even the president cannot wholesale eliminate or prevent ICE from exercising that discretion, but can significantly limit it. So can, again, provide memos and policy directives that would tell the officers, the adjudicators, not to use discretion under these circumstances or to only use it under these circumstances, but to really limit its application. Right now, it's a much broader application. Right now, if you're in court and you think that you shouldn't be there and you want to leave, you have the option to ask for prosecutorial discretion. And that's, again, something that should be done in consultation with a lawyer to see if it's in your best interest. This is also a good opportunity to file motions with the court. And again, this could be a motion for administrative closure or for dismissal, or for some evidence or some witness that you think might be special to your case, or for expediting a case, for seeking to advance a case. All types of routine motions that, again, under the first Trump administration were placed in jeopardy and that we do expect to be under attack again.
You know, when we published that this was going to be our topic today, a lot of our kababayans, or Filipinos, have been asking us, should we finish whatever we have, those who are seeking asylum? Should we finish it now? Like, I know the holidays are coming in. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and Christmas and all the long holidays are coming in. I'm sure you guys are inundated with so many clients and things that had to be filed and everything. Should people try to finish their cases before he sits in the Oval Office?
I think so. I mean, that would be my opinion. That's certainly what I would encourage. I think that if you've got a good case and you've got a case that you can make now and you can win now, do it. Now, that does not mean that everything's going to go away. It doesn't mean that applications that are pending when Trump takes office are going to just disappear into the ether. You're still going to have applications. You're still going to have relief eligibility. But absolutely, right now, it's I think almost objectively true because we've been through a first Trump administration. We know what to expect. It's not going to be as favorable. So definitely, if you've got something pending or you can make an application right now and you've got circumstances that can get it expedited or advanced, pursue it. Put your foot on the gas and try and get it done. I know that this is the holiday season. I know that there are other things we want to focus on, but we are in a situation right now, and again, because we've been through it before, that we know that we've got to take action. And absolutely, I would encourage anybody to do that now. Talk to a lawyer before you take your Christmas break, because if you've got something that you want to put in the USCIS's hands before Trump takes office, you still have the chance to do that.
That's right. And if they wanted to get in touch with you guys over there in San Francisco at Reeves Immigration Law Group, I'll give you this chance to address our audiences and tell them how to contact you there in San Francisco. Great.
Well, you can call our office and we would be happy to schedule a consultation with one of our excellent lawyers. You can call us at 415-568-3777, or you can come to our website at reeves.com. So visit reeves.com and we'd be happy to help you out. You can schedule a consultation, look at our lawyers, read our success stories, and hopefully you'll find the confidence in us that we can help you out with whatever it is that you need.
That's awesome. Short and sweet today, mga kababayan, ang episode natin ng Immigration Law on Your Side. And if you just joined us, you can go back to the episode on the podcast. We were talking about asylum, seeking asylum now and under Trump, what changes we're expecting, and some advice from attorney Eric Welsh of Reeves Immigration Law Group. Attorney, before I let you go, is there anything else that you'd like to tell our audience? And especially, we're running this the night before Thanksgiving. Maybe you want to say happy turkey to everyone.
Absolutely, yeah. A very, very happy Thanksgiving to you and your family from Reeves Immigration. Wish you all the best. These are scary times. These are uncertain times, but there are still good people on your side, and we can all work together to make this a better country.
That's awesome. And again, guys, 415-568-3777. That's a number in San Francisco. Attorney Eric Welsh, always a pleasure having you here at Immigration Law on Your Side at PHLV Radio. And also, we're going to give a shout out to Attorney Flomi Diza, who's usually with us here at Immigration Law on Your Side. Attorney Welsh, maraming salamat. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, mga kababayan, short and sweet. Immigration Law on Your Side right here at PHLV Radio. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at PHLV Radio and Reeves Immigration Law Group. We will see you again next time.
Reeves Immigration Law Group has just brought you Immigration Law on Your Side. Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific on PHLV Radio.